Hey everybody, it's time for another Monday movie review. And this one is about a movie that's very dark. Like, it's not Grave of the Fireflies dark. It doesn't go that far. But it's, along the same road. Um, and while I cried, during Grave of the Fireflies, literally had to take like 20-minute breaks of just crying. This movie is just kind of it's fucked up, but you just got so I came up with an alternate name for this movie just because of the setup. And the alternate name I came up with was Homeless Alone. And the reason why is because the main character, played by Fred Savage, you may know him from The Wonder Years, sexual misconduct, this sexual misconduct conduct allegations, or Princess Bride, or any of the other shit he's gotten up to since then. His family does not give a shit about him at all. Because this motherfucker goes missing for like hours. And like, there's no scene of them panicking. Like, genuinely. I think the only time they actually give a shit is when, at the end of the movie, he goes to find the homeless man he trauma bonded with, basically. So, yeah. Fred Savage plays a kid who was very sheltered in his life because this motherfucker was just like shocked at homeless people. It's fucking insane. This motherfucker lived like the cushiest of cushy lives. Until he moved to fucking Philadelphia. Um, in a very rich part. The Gladwin part. Anyway, he's I think he meets this guy on the street who's this old guy who has lots of pathos, but we'll get to that. Um, 'Cause he's like doing a report or something, and he fucking. Also, there's a character who's a fucking bully who just like fucks with this guy, and then like immediately when Fred Savage is shown to be like competent at stuff, this bully then starts like my uncle's gonna fucking really fuck me up, and it's like, why the fuck should we care that your uncle's gonna beat the shit out of you? Like, you've been a fucking dickhead. You fucking stranded the main character in a fucking with no money in a train station. It's fucking. He also like fucked up this kid's like he had like a tie that he was wearing from his grandfather, and this kid fucking ruined it. It's like, god damn. But like, Fred Savage is like such a fucking naive idiot. He's a child, but he's naive for a fucking child. Like, the fucking bully shows that this Fred Savage's character is just a big old fucking moron. Because he like turns around and becomes friends with this fucking bully, and it's like, why? That makes no fucking sense. This homeless guy, right? Let's get back to the story. Meets him, like, I'm a fucking smarty pants, blah blah blah. like mentions the Constitution. Is like, I'll make a copy of the Constitution. I just need money. Bullies this kid, give him money, and then the kid just like disappears on him, and then fucking. I think he meets the homeless guy after he's stranded in the fucking train station, or like he leaves the train station, goes up topside and meets him, and we don't ever see where this guy lives until I think halfway through the movie, and there's this fucking busker guy, whose name is Scorpio Warfield. I shit you not, that is the character's name. And fucking just so insane. Um, and he hates the kid for some fucking reason. And then there's a social worker who's working with the fucking homeless guy, the fucking homeless grandpa, and he's like, "You should stay away from kids." And he fucking he has a conversation with the kids, like, you should stay away from him. And then it's revealed that he killed the kid in an accident, and it was his own son. And then there's a whole family of homeless Hispanic people that are introduced, and the family, they're introduced that the mother's having a child, and and she's having the birth is happening on the street. Then this old guy is doing some disposing of shit work, but then he's too old or whatever. And then he gets the shit kicked out of him by two people who he gave beer money to. And then there's a hospital seat where he's in the hospital, and that's when the social worker has a talk with the kid and is like, you should fucking stay away. And then the guy's like, you should stay away. There's a whole scene of him getting drunk and just being a drunk in front of the kid. And then he gets a hotel room in the Savoy Hotel in Philadelphia. And it's this rundown piece of shit hotel that's where they just stash fucking, it's prostitutes do their work there, and they put homeless people in here. He has a room, and the kid shows up, gives him cookies, and the whole fucking thing. And then the old guy, gives up his room to the Hispanic family with the newborn, and he just goes out there to die. He doesn't go out there to die. He goes back out to the street because he doesn't have room anymore because he gave it to the family, and then he just fucking just is in a doorway, and this is when this happens, the kid goes into the town when there's a huge storm, a huge blizzard happening in Philadelphia, and he tells because the bully's at his house, and they want to watch a movie, and fucking like, and then he goes out to find him, and he brings a fucking sleeping bag, and he's searching for him on the streets. He almost gets killed by a fucking plow. And then he finds the old guy dead, and he's fucking the whole fucking thing. He's like, oh, has like this weird, like, again, they're like trauma bonded and shit, and he's really connected to this like old dead homeless guy. And like, there's also a thing where, this fucking kid is like giving out clothes that I don't know if they belong to him. He's just giving it out to homeless people and shit, and fucking just buck wild. And then at the end of the movie, after the guy is dead, he has this whole speech of like, he basically shames his parents into like doing more for the homeless community, and like they're making food, to give out and all this other shit. And then that's the movie just ends after that. And it's weird because throughout the movie you think like, oh, the fucking old guy's gonna, have a redemption arc. No, he just fucking dies cold and afraid. And it's just, that's how the fucking movie ends. The weirdest part is, this was a TV movie, and like after that, the whole scene with like his parents and family and whatever community doing things for the homeless people, like it goes to credits, but it fucking goes to a picture that the old guy and Fred Savage's character took at the Liberty Bell, and they were too close to the Liberty Bell, and I want to say Jem, my patron, pointed it out that they were way too close to the Liberty Bell and like touching it and shit. Maybe things were different in the fucking early '90s. I have no fucking idea. But it's like, so they took a picture, or someone took a picture of them together in front of the Liberty Bell, and then it fucking freeze frames on like the pose they took in the picture, and it's just that frame during the credits, and it's fucking insane. And apparently, this movie was like nominated for comedy awards. I That's fucking wild to me. Like, for real. Um, yeah, I think that's it. Because everybody have a wonderful day. I have a Patreon, patreon.com/RezenatorZen. I have a throne.com/RezenatorZen if you want to help me upgrade my computer, my laptop, because my C drive's almost full. And it would be nice to be able to clone the drive, clone it, put on another drive, M.2 slot, or M.2 NVMe, put it in, and actually use this and have more space and stuff. Also have, I think I put, no, I don't think I did. I was gonna say, put expandable storage for my phone, like a micro XD, SDXC or whatever the fuck, to have more space on my phone. But I honestly, it would be so fucking amazing to get, the enclosure, the M.2 enclosure. So I can clone the drive and, you know, not have like 6 gigs left on my C drive. Um, anyway, he said, everybody have a wonderful day. Ta ta.